Hi, I'm Ed, and I'm joined here by members of Blues and Roots Ensemble. This is our third set of videos looking at music by really significant jazz composers of the past. The first two set of videos we did looked at music all written by the great American band leader and composer Charles Mingus, who was writing music through the 1940s to 1970s, a lot of it based on protest music and things that were going on in America at the time. We're going to look at one other tune by Charles Mingus in this set of videos, but we're also going to look at two other absolutely fantastic composers. Before we start on the videos, I'd like us to meet the members of the band that are here today filming these videos. So, we've got Flavio on drums, we've got Tara, our vocalist, and she's got another fantastic instrument that you're going to see later on. We've got Pete on piano, and Dave, can you hold up your instrument? This instrument, whenever we're doing workshops, often gets called out slightly incorrectly. So I want to see if you can just take a moment straight away and let's shout out and work out what instrument this is. Did anyone call out the trombone? If you did, you were very right. Dave, can you give us a little toot on trombone, please? And that's Dave. And I'm going to be playing a double bass today. So we're going to look at three different songs, singing along to the songs and also adding in some different bits of body percussion. If you're at home, then join in, feel free to make a sound. If you're in a classroom, then try and create a bit of a vibe. Feel free to join in with any aspects of these videos. You're welcome to pause, start and stop them as much as necessary. And yeah, enjoy this fantastic journey that is exploring music by protest composers.
If you've seen any of our other videos, you might remember the city in America that jazz was born in. Just take a moment to see if you can remember what that city was called. Did anyone want to say New Orleans? It was born in New Orleans in the South. And how did jazz come about? Have a think about that for a second. Does anyone remember? It came from all the different people that came together in New Orleans to work from all over the world, and they brought their music with them. All different styles of music from Africa, from Europe, from America came together, and those people played their music together, and gradually out of that came what we call jazz today. I'd like you to check out one of the most influential musicians to come out of New Orleans, a trumpet player called Louis Armstrong. He became very, very famous and very, very influential in the 1920s and the 1930s and the 1940s. There's a particular tune, check this out, it's called Bourbon Street Parade. We play it on some of our gigs sometimes. It was a parade song, and even today, back then and still today, every street in New Orleans has its own marching band that play at all social occasions. They play at weddings, they play at funerals, they play in Mardi Gras, the big festival, and they march along the street playing a tune like Bourbon Street Parade. So check out Louis Armstrong's version of Bourbon Street Parade.
This project is called Building Bridges, and we're really exploring that idea about partnerships, meeting people you wouldn't normally meet, and the bridges that happen when we cross those divides. What I'd like you to do is have a little think about when you might have built a bridge, when you might have crossed a divide. It could be with a kid in another year group. Could be with a kid in another classroom. It could be when you've been on holiday and you've met a kid. So the first thing I want you to do is turn to the person next to you and spend 30 seconds talking about those moments when you built a bridge to meet somebody new. Let's do that now. The first composer we're going to be looking at is an incredible jazz pianist from South Africa called Abdullah Ibrahim. And Ibrahim said that he wrote the next piece, Maraba Blue, inspired by the Maraba people who live just outside Pretoria in South Africa. And he said to me that the people of Maraba are so enamored, they're so in love with music that they devote a whole day to it. And that they'll come back from their busy lives and they'll come back often on a Sunday, and everybody will go into their homes and they'll play scratchy old records. They might have music coming from a radio, and everybody would open their back doors and windows from their houses, and he said the sound would come out, a whole mixture of different sounds. People all like different styles of music, and this sound will swirl out over the township where they lived. And I remember him describing it to me like it would swirl around people's heads like smoke. He said it went over walls, it went out of windows, it went into different people's gardens, over backyards. And it really made us think about this idea of building bridges, because there are some people who don't actually believe that the world is really about villages or towns or cities or countries or continents or whatever, that actually the world is just lumps of rock on a swirling water moving around. And so people have the right, as their human right, to be able to travel everywhere. And I really like this idea that you can just go anywhere and you travel like smoke, and you ignore the idea of this is my country, this is my continent. You just float over it. And as human beings have done for a long, long time. So this piece is inspired by that thought, and it's called Maraba Blue. So the first thing we need to really think about is posture. All performers need to think about how they're standing and how they can deliver and present their material. So think about the youngest people who come to your school. I always think that some of the youngest ones are in nursery and reception, and nursery and reception love standing like this. So can you all stand up? And I'm going to show you how they love standing, and I want you to copy me. So their toes are pointing in, show me that. Their bellies are sticking out. They stroke the bridge of their nose, tug very gently onto their earlobe. If you want, you can stick your thumb in your mouth, it's up to you. But that is skill level 1. Skill level 4, we jump to, I call it the invisibility cloak. You put your feet tight together and you wrap yourself up. Sometimes people get so nervous about performing that they would just want to disappear. But we know that you don't disappear, even if you're standing as if you're wearing an invisibility cloak. That's skill level 4. Skill level 7, your feet are the width of your shoulders apart. My shoulders are that wide, my feet are that wide. If you've got pockets, you stick your hands deep in it. If you haven't got pockets, you can cross them in front or behind. You put all of your weight onto one foot, and you can decide which one that is. It can be your left foot like this, or your right foot like this. You decide, but all your weight is over. That's skill level 7. I call it the bus stop, as if you've been waiting for a bus and it hasn't come. The next one is skill level 10. Your feet are still the width of your shoulders apart, but your weight is evenly balanced between them. Your hands are out of pockets, and they're by your sides. Some people describe it like you're being held up by a piece of string, like a puppet or a marionette. And if you cut it, you'll just flop. But if you're held up like that, this is how we stand for skill level 10. Quickly, show me skill level 1, the babies. Feet in, bellies out, stroking the bridge of your nose, tugging, brilliant. Show me the invisibility cloak, skill level 4. Show me the bus stop, hands in pockets, weight over on one side. Show me skill level 10. You're about to perform with the Blues and Roots Ensemble. This is how we're going to perform. So the first thing we're going to do is think about performing. When you perform, your whole body is part of that performance. So we need to warm our body up before we can perform. So could you all stand up for me now? And in your classrooms, and you're all standing up, move your chairs back so you've got enough room. We're going to start by rolling our shoulders back like this. Can you do that with me? Once you've rolled your shoulders back, can you roll your shoulders forward? Once we've done that, give your hands a little shake. Well done. Give your feet a little waggle. Give your knees a little wiggle. Give your hips a little wiggle. Give your whole body a wiggle and be ready to stop like this. Give your body a whole little wiggle and then stop like this. Now, I'm going to clap a rhythm and I'd like you to clap this rhythm back. I'll go first and then I'll point when it's your turn to clap. So I go. And you go. Perfect. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to clap a few different rhythms. Be ready, you're going to clap them back. My rhythm's going to go. Perfect. Our bodies are warmed up. We're ready for action. Great work.
We're going to do a vocal warm-up together. So everybody's standing up at skill level 10. Oh, you look fantastic. Well done. Okay. Now, when we breathe for singing, we don't do this. Watch my shoulders. Oh my gosh, I'm like a balloon that's going to explode. It's not helpful at all. So my shoulders are super relaxed. Can you make your shoulders relaxed? Good. That looks better. I'm going to put my hands on my belly and I'm going to pop them there as a little reminder that that's where I want to breathe. So watch as I breathe in. See how my shoulders are relaxed and the air goes right down into the bottom of my lungs. That's how we breathe. See how relaxed I am? Are you feeling relaxed? Let's do that together. Let's do the wrong way to practice. Are we all feeling like big balloons? We don't have any space. Oh, much better. Now let's do breathing into the bottom of our lungs in a calm, relaxed way. Fantastic. Now that's how we're going to breathe when we sing. This is my favourite exercise. It's called motorbike lips. And I want to see if any one of you can beat me. Now, everybody on your motorbikes. Are you all on your bikes? Fantastic. On the count of 3, we're going to do this. And you have to last longer than me. Let's see if anyone in the class can do it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Did anyone last longer than me? Let's see. Okay. Now we're going to sing a siren. It goes like this. I like to sing. Does anyone feel like there's a little bit of a ceiling in your voice, a bit of a break? Let me give you a trick to get over that. If you can imagine that your friend is putting an ice cube down the back of your shirt, it will help you get over that break. Like this. I like to sing. Could you feel how much more smooth your siren was when you imagined the ice cube? Well done, everyone. We're ready to sing now. Now we're going to learn the lyrics to Maraba Blue by Abdullah Ibrahim. But these lyrics were written by Pete.
I wrote these lyrics about Maraba Blue because we're thinking, why do people feel reluctant? Why do they feel shy about crossing bridges? And actually a lot of it, for a lot of people, is that they have prejudice. And prejudice, the word means means before. Judice is from justice, from a judgment. So you're judging something before you've seen it, met it, or interacted with it. And that idea of prejudice sometimes just means that you don't actually see the people you're being prejudiced against. You just got a feeling about them, or a thought, or just something that reminds you of something other than actually the person you're looking at. So this song is very much just looking at people, getting rid of all the prejudice that we all have, and just looking at them and seeing them for who they are.
Beautiful. Shall we do it, Pete?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say the lyrics, and you're going to repeat them to me. And then I'm going to sing them with Pete accompanying me on the piano. The first lyrics are, I can see you.
I can see you.
Truly see you.
Truly see you.
I can see you now.
I can see you now.
You can see me.
You can see me.
Truly see me.
Truly see me.
You can see me now.
You can see me now.
Pete, shall we try and sing this?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see you, truly see you. I can see you now. You can see me, truly see me. You can see me now. Okay. Now you can repeat that part of the video as many times as you need until you feel confident with the lyrics and with the melody. Okay, now we're going to move on to the B section. The B section is the middle bit. This is quite wordy, so you really need to articulate like your life depends on it. Here we go. Shake your chains to earth like dew.
Shake your chains to earth like dew,
which in sleep have fallen on you.
which in sleep had fallen on you.
Should we do that all together because it's quite a lot? Here we go. Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you.
Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you.
Wake to see the world anew in front of you.
Wake to see the world anew in front of you.
Beautiful. Aren't they beautiful lyrics? Well done, Pete. Are you ready to sing it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you. Wake to see the world anew in front of you. Beautiful. And you can repeat that section as many times as you need to feel confident with the B section. Now we're going to move on to the last A, the last little bit. And it's an amalgamation of all of the lyrics that we've had so far. It goes like this. I can see you.
I can see you.
You can see me.
You can see me.
Now we both can see.
Now we both can see.
Now I see you.
Now I see you.
Now you see me.
Now you see me.
We can all be free.
We can all be free.
Now you already know the melody to this, but let's sing it together anyway. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see you. You can see me. Now we both can see. Now I see you. Now you see me. We can all be free. Well done. And now you know all of the lyrics to Maraba Blue by Abdullah Ibrahim. At the end, we're going to sing that last thing 3 times. We can all be free. We can all be free. We can all be free. Beautiful. Well done, everyone.
And now we're going to show you how we're going to start and end our piece, Maraba Blue. This is time to bring your instruments out. Now I know you might be thinking, what instruments, Pete? Well, our body for this is our instrument. So we're going to have to think about all these different ways we can use our body to make a musical sound. Now, the first one I want us all to try is this. Can we all rub our hands together like this and listen to that sound? If you've got, say, 30 people in your class and you're all doing this at the same time, I imagine it sounds pretty good. That's really nice. Okay, put your hands back in your laps. Let's try a different sound. Let's use a different part of our body and make a different sound. Can we go like this? Just 2 fingers and make a 2-finger clap like this. Starting to sound really nice. All right. Hands in your laps. Let's just have a little think about 1/3 sound. The third sound is going to be like finger clicking, but I don't want it to be too noisy, because if you just click like that, it gets boring really quick. So I want this to be a much quieter finger click. So it's going to be like this. Just have a listen. And can you all join in? Excellent. Now, put your hands in your laps. We were talking a lot about that idea of being an individual, being yourself, even if you're doing something as a team. And so for this idea, when you're doing your body percussion, I want it to be, even though if you're doing the same thing, I want you to do it differently to everybody else in your class. So if we're doing the first one like this, and someone else is doing exactly the same thing, it's going to be boring. So Dave, will you do that? So if Dave's doing that, I don't want to do the same with Dave. It's the same sound. So look what I'm going to do. And then we've got 2 different sounds. Tara, can you think of something else you can do that rubs your hands together, but it's different to me and Dave? Isn't that amazing? 3 completely different sounds, even though we're doing essentially the same thing. It's a bit like people all around the earth, that we are all human beings first, but within that, we're all very different. Lovely. Can we now think up, let's see if that works with the other one. This might be tricky with the one that's two-finger clap. Can we try this one? How would that be like? So, actually, Tara, will you start this one? Okay, so can you hear Tara's got like, there's a pulse to it going tick, tock, a bit like a clock. So I can't do that one because that would be the same. It'll be boring. So let me do something totally different. Dave, can you do something that's even different to that? It's not amazing, human beings being able to do such crazy things. Something that is the same, but totally different. It's integrated, but it's also independent. That's really nice, thank you. Okay, let's try our last one. This might even be the hardest one of all. Dave, will you start this one with the clicks? So Dave's really got some fast clicks. So in order for me to do something different, I'm gonna have to do something maybe slow. Tara, what are you gonna add? Amazing. Let's put our hands on our laps. When we come together, the danger of this stuff is that we often like to conform. That means we often like to just fall in line with other people. We often like to just copy what other people are doing. But the nature of jazz and improvisation and all of that stuff is to do something brand new, something that is totally different and totally independent and true to you, not necessarily what the people around you are doing. So everybody, the first thing we do on this piece is we're going to hear all of your different body percussions. Remember, don't be the same rhythm or the same time or the same anything as the kid next to you. This is all about you being completely your own person. So I'm going to start off the first group and we're going to be doing variations on this. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. And then Tara's going to bring in the next group doing variations on this. And then Dave's going to bring in the next group and do variations on this. We'll have this wash going across everybody. And then bit by bit, we're going to quieten you all down. And look at my fingers. This is volume 10 and it's going to get volume 9, volume 8. I'm jumping 7, I'm landing on volume 5, 4. When I get to 1, you're really quiet. When I get to 0, you're silent. 3, 2, 1. And then you'll see me walk to the piano. And you keep your eyes on Tara. He'll tell you when to start singing.
And if you want to move to the music, you go ahead and move. Are you all ready? Here we go. I can see you, truly see you. I can see you now. You can see me, truly see me. You can see me now. Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you. Wake to see the world anew in front of you. I can see you, you can see me. Now we both can see. Now I see you, now you see me. We can all be free.
At this point in the concert, we're going to have a few improvised solos. We don't know yet who's going to be soloing first. It might be the trumpet, it might be the trombone, it might be the saxophone. But this will go on and on and on, and people will have their little responses to this piece. But you guys keep your eyes on Tara, who will make it very clear when to start singing again.
Everyone, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see you, truly see you. I can see you now. You can see me, truly see me. You can see me now. Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you. Wake to see the world anew in front of you. I can see you, you can see me. Now we both can see. Now I see you, now you see me. We can all be free. We can all be free. We can all be free.
At this point, we're going to hear that smoke swirling around our head like the music. So I'll bring in the first group. Remember, don't be doing what the kid next to you is doing. Make it be completely your own. And then the next group's going to come in with Tara. Dave's going to bring in the next group. And this will go on and on and on. And then bit by bit, we'll do this. And the volume is going to come down. Remember, this is probably volume 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'll go back to the piano. You look at Tara for when we end.
Okay, all eyes on me, everyone. Are we ready, band? We can all